When you think of the USA, you think of greasy burgers and fries and hot dogs at Times Square. When it comes to sports, you think of the NBA. Really? What a bladatoria! Kobe Bryant, LeBron, and Michael Jordan. Of the Lakers versus the Kings, you think of the Super Bowl, of football players rolling around in the mud with their huge shoulder pads, and the perfect pitches of baseball players. Over the years, America has built a niche of their very own sports, unique and passionate only to their people.
But me, who didn't know anything about cricket, but he's having a good time so far.
Other global sports couldn't be more isolated from them. A few months ago, you'd never even think of saying cricket and America in the same sentence.
Like soccer, cricket has a huge global following, and this is its first chance to be part of American culture.
Yet for the past few days leading into the 2026 T20 World Cup, all the buzz has been about the minnow national teams, including the USA, and their extraordinary players like Saurabh Netravalko. So how did this very English sport become part of the good old-fashioned American dream, and how did the USA, a team so inexperienced and unheard of, suddenly defeat teams with years of experience and become the new poster kid of what micro-cricket nations can achieve? The story of cricket in America is a story of abandonment and revival. Cricket initially started as a staple of English culture and was invented by the British, and its popularity spread when during their colonization, the British brought it to different countries, from Southern Asia to Australia to even America. Cricket in America began as early as 1709, with archival references indicating its presence by 1739. Advertisements in New York's newspapers were calling for cricket players, highlighting the sport's early adoption. Manhattan saw the first recorded cricket competition in 1751, signaling a budding interest. In the 19th century, cricket gained a foothold in elite academic institutions. The establishment of the Intercollegiate Cricket Association in 1881 by prestigious universities like the University of Pennsylvania, Harvard, Haverford, Princeton, and Columbia further cemented its status. Philadelphia emerged as a central hub for cricket, with the Philadelphia Cricket Club being founded in 1854, becoming a cornerstone for the sport in America. The city's Haverford College boasted the first American cricket team, established in 1833. Cricket's association with the British colonialism played a significant role in its decline. As Americans sought to forge a new identity free from the British influences, cricket was sidelined. The game persisted in pockets, but its widespread appeal dwindled. The Imperial Cricket Conference (ICC), established in 1909, increased this decline by excluding non-Commonwealth nations like the US. This exclusion deprived American cricket of the international platform necessary for its growth and development. Americans began to create and participate in their own sports culture, namely baseball. Baseball is on the rise, capturing America's imagination. A.G. Spalding, a pivotal figure in baseball history, played a crucial role in this shift as a businessman and sports manufacturer. Spalding aggressively promoted baseball, creating professional leagues and commercializing the sport. His efforts to make baseball accessible and popular among the masses starkly contrasted with cricket's elitist image. Baseball quickly became America's pastime, celebrated for its democratic spirit and dynamic play. The sport's growing popularity overshadowed cricket, which was increasingly perceived as a leisurely game for the British elite. The slogan, "Cricket is a pastime, baseball is war," captured the people's sentiment, reinforcing baseball's dominance while forcing cricket to the sidelines. Baseball was marketed as a robust, competitive sport, aligning with the American spirit of competition and innovation. The sport's professional leagues and college scholarships further solidified its position. Cricket, meanwhile, was seen as an elite pastime, inaccessible to the broader population. The British colonial elite's exclusivity in promoting cricket in Canada also contributed to its failure there, as young Canadians were discouraged from pursuing the sport in America. The cultural narrative also painted cricket as a gentle feminine game, further distancing itself from the favored masculine image of baseball. And bars hit from. But even though Americans chose to completely refuse any British influence in their own growing culture, Southern Asia went on to embrace it while making it part of their own culture. Cricket was and always has been robust among Asian children. From a playful game in the streets to a raging passion, its popularity increased to a point which paved the way for many international teams from Southern Asian countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and they're all widely gaining even more popularity. By the 21st century, cricket had become more popular in these Asian countries compared to its colonial European origins, and when people from these Southern Asian countries started to immigrate to the USA, they brought their love for cricket along with them. This influx of cricket-loving immigrants started to revive the passion for cricket and return the interest of the nation to the game. Cricket leagues and tournaments are springing up across the country,
USA Cricket says more than 400 leagues have opened in America,
reflecting the sport's growing popularity.
with over 200,000 players and counting.
Philadelphia remains a significant hub for cricket, with the Philadelphia Cricket Club hosting the annual Philadelphia International Cricket Festival. This event attracts teams from around the world, celebrating the sport's rich history and contemporary appeal. The revival is also supported by efforts to introduce cricket in schools and communities, providing opportunities for young Americans to engage with the sport. Various cricket programs starting from elementary schools to university programs were created, which contributed to more and more players nationwide taking up the sport, expanding its reach from coast to coast. In April of 2018, the ICC decided to grant full 2020 international status to all of its members. Therefore, all T20 matches played between the United States and other ICC members after January 1st of 2019 have T20I status. The first official T20 international to be played by the United States was scheduled against the United Arab Emirates in March of 2019. In the World Cricket League, the US finished third in the 2019 Division II tournament, winning a third-place playoff against Papua New Guinea by 10 wickets, a match which was designated as an ODI, and thus became the United States' third ever ODI match, 15 years after their last. This third-place finish was sufficient to earn the country a place in the 2022 ICC Cricket World Cup League 2, in which all team matches would carry ODI status. However, people didn't take that revival seriously until June of 2024. Sure, cricket grew in the shadows, but no one knew to what extent this actually was, and surely no one expected them to do any damage or make it out the initial group stages in their first major ICC event. That just doesn't happen. A national cricket team that most Americans didn't even know they had went on to beat one of the sport's global powers, Pakistan, for whom the game is a national obsession. The game took place on a converted baseball park with a drop-in pitch, and it didn't escape the eye of anyone that the USA team mostly consisted of players with Southern Asian ties. Saurabh Netravalkar moved to the United States in 2015 when he was 23 years old and accepted a difficult reality that he was not going to be a professional cricketer. It was a very emotional call, Netravalkar said in an interview in 2023. I packed my bags and moved to the US to study.
Emotional moment for me. I gave up on my cricket dream at that time and I moved to the US.
I never dreamt that I'd get to play cricket again. I didn't even bring my cricket shoes.
Life had other plans. It gave me a second chance.
A decade later, Netravalkar stood at the top of his mark in a World Cup, tasked with bowling the super over against Pakistan that would earn USA Cricket the biggest win in their history. As Netravalkar bowled, the bliss was evident. Just 10 minutes earlier, Pakistan's Mohammad Amir, a veteran of over 100 international matches and a 2009 T20 World Cup winner, had lost his cool in a 9-ball over that went for 18 runs. But Netravalkar, an 8-year veteran of Oracle Cloud infrastructure where he continued to work full-time, held his nerve. Dot, 4, wide, wicket, and the match was done.
Going straight. Brilliant effort from the Kumar of USA has overcome the 2022 finalists.
To this day, Netravalkar's Twitter bio lists his role as a principal member of the technical staff at Oracle first and a professional cricketer at USA Cricket second. It's time to swap those around. There are also unsung heroes such as Captain Monak Patel, who made 50 of 38 balls, Nostas Kenji and Nitish Kumar. Kenji, born in Alabama but raised in Karnataka, took 3 for 30 in his first match of the competition.
He is going to take it.
He moved back to the United States in 2015 and worked as a hospital technician when he decided he wanted to re-qualify for the US as a cricketer. He'd work from 9 to 5 before driving to an indoor center from 6 to 10 in order to complete the 800 hours of coaching that were necessary to prove to the ICC that someone had a commitment to the local community. This isn't a team of people mumbling their national anthem with a new badge on their chest, but a group of players living out, if not their childhood dream, their adult ones. That context applies to Nitish, who was born in Canada and represented them in the 2011 ODI World Cup as a 16-year-old before switching allegiance in 2020. Before their World Cup triumphs, the United States had played Bangladesh cricket team in a 3-match T20 international series for the first time. The United States won the first match of the series by 5 wickets, their first victory against Bangladesh across all formats, before securing their first series victory against a full-member team in the second match by winning by 6 runs. The games were played as preparation ahead of their debut at the 2024 T20 World Cup, which they co-hosted alongside the West Indies. In their debut World Cup game, they defeated rivals Canada by 7 wickets before going on to shock Pakistan in their famous Super Over victory. The United States' shocking defeat of Pakistan brought about widespread media exposure and also sparked optimism as the winds potentially shifted and reflected a transformation of cricket in the US. These 2 matches only proved something that was already known. The potential for cricket has always been there in the USA, they just needed to harness it. America loves winners, but largely, America doesn't know it currently has one. Through Major League Cricket and the national side, they have the money and the quality to look after the short term of the game, and in growing disappearance, such as the Nepali community that saw over 5,500 people turn up to the middle of Texas to watch their match against the Netherlands, they have the genuine interest and passion to look after it in the long term. Though jokes might be thrown around the internet, we can't deny the fact that many South Asian people are getting to live their dream that they were deprived of. It's a golden chance for immigrants where they can chase the passions they weren't able to at home, and the audience is there, the players are there, and the hype is there. It all just needs a catalyst, and miraculously for the USA, there is one. The ICC Men's T20 World Cup in 2026 is another chance for the USA to prove what they can do on the international stage. Along with Major League Cricket in the USA last year and the featuring of cricket in the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles, the possibilities are endless. It's the second most played sport in the world. Cricket reporter SMI Patel said the potential is immense and that he believes the World Cup this year is going to once again act as a catalyst for cricket in the US, the same way that the FIFA World Cup acted as a catalyst in 1994. But what are your thoughts on the USA cricket team? How far do you see them going in this year's 2026 T20 World Cup?